They called me up and said, Doug, we've got another position for you. I said, great. Well, it was to be the executive chef at St. Thomas University. So I went there. I met the manager from Aramark, and she said, okay, yep, here's the salary, and come on in tomorrow morning. You'll be good to go. Well, chef, I got to tell you, I've had a lot of challenges in my life, but this one is right up there at the top. The kitchen hadn't been cleaned, I'm going to say, in several years. The grease traps were overflowing. The dishwasher didn't work, and the dishwasher didn't work because they had a Haitian dishwasher, old fella, and they had 3 women that worked there. And they would get on his case about cleaning the dishes. So he'd say, hell with you guys. He'd throw forks and knives and spoons down the disposal and jam it all up. That's why it didn't work. So there was not one fresh vegetable in this kitchen. Everything was canned. The hiring manager, or the culinary manager at the school, said to me one day, "Hey, listen, did you see the bulletin board?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, I did. I see we have a lunch for 200 tomorrow." She said, "Yep." I said, "Well, ma'am, hold on a second." I said, "It says we're making chicken marsala." I said, "Ma'am, we don't have any marsala wine." She said, "Oh, I know." She said, "We have some cooking wine." I thought, great. Okay. She said to me, "Yeah, and there's brown rice." I said, "Well, ma'am, we don't have any brown rice either." And she said, "No, just put some beef base in it. It'll be fine. It'll be brown." And I thought, oh my God. Okay, this is for 200 people, which happened to be a luncheon for the Archdiocese of Miami, where the bishop was going to be there.
Now you know why the guy quit.
Well, I do. And actually, I should have known right from the beginning, because he was a little skinny guy. And he told me that he weighed 350 pounds when he started the job.
So how did you pull it off?
So anyway, well, I had these 3 ladies that could work 4 hours a day for me. I lined them up and I said, "Ladies, does anybody here know the 3-step breading process?" And they just looked at me like I had a horn coming out of my head. And I said, "Okay, so we're going to learn that today." So sure enough, we get started. And no sooner do I get started breading chicken, one of the ladies grabs a sheet tray off of the rack, and sprays chicken juice all over the counters. So we had to have a little break, clean that up, and then we got started back again. So we had to take everything, put it in hot boxes, of course, and get it to the dining room, which was about probably a quarter mile away. So I said to the ladies, "Okay, how are we getting the food there?" And they said, "Well, Johnny's going to take it." And I thought, okay, I don't know who Johnny is, but if that's what you guys have done in the past, great. So I go to the dining room, and people are coming in, and they're sitting down. One lady comes up to me and she says, "Excuse me, chef." I said, "Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?" She said, "Well, the water tastes like coffee." I thought, well, looky there. Somebody used the wrong coolers to put water and coffee in. That's all right. Okay, we'll fix that. Easy day. But now there's no food, chef. There's nothing showing up. So I asked one of the ladies, I said, "Where's Johnny?" They said, "We don't know." I said, "Okay, I'll be right back." So I went on my search for Johnny. Johnny was a special needs student, and I had never met him before. And Johnny was in charge of bringing my food to this lunch. About a half a mile away, walking down a sidewalk with a huge kitchen rack, is Johnny, just walking down the sidewalk. So I caught up to Johnny. I got him. I said, "Come on, Johnny, let's go. We got to get the food back to the dining room." So we did. And we started finally serving the food. And at one point, a gentleman came up to me in a 3-piece suit, black gentleman, and he said to me, "Chef, can I talk to you for a second?" And I thought, oh boy, here we go. This is going to be the end of it. So he took me aside. He said, "Chef, can I talk to you?" I said, "Yes, sir. What can I do for you? What's the problem?" He said, "Oh, there's no problem." Now, mind you, this is for the Archdiocese, the Catholic Church at St. Thomas University. And he looks at me and he says, this is the best goddamn chicken we've had in 2 years.
And it wasn't even Marsala
So anyway,
brown rice.
No, it was whatever. Yeah. So that was my introduction. I stayed there at St. Thomas for about 3 weeks, and nothing was getting better. I was basically a one-man show. I had a female chef that would come in the afternoon to do the dinner meal, but that was about it. And at that point, I said, well, this isn't working out so good, and